We have an update to a story we brought to you about a month ago. A dog shot and left for dead found near Quimby, Iowa. He was given the name Derek the dog since no one could identify him. He's now made a speedy recovery with the help of the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. KTIV's Taylor Deckard visited the pup at his new home, where he's living with the sheriff who helped save his life.
Remember Derek the dog? Back in March, he was found in a ditch with a gunshot wound to the leg in Quimby, Iowa. Cherokee County Sheriff Derek Scott helped transport him to Sioux City and ended up being the beginning of him finding his forever home.
We knew that he was special, and we submitted an application to Noah's Hope then, and we wanted to adopt him at that point.
Derek the dog now goes by Baxter.
We went back and forth about different names, and finally several days later we decided we have to come up with a name, and Baxter is kind of what all three of us really enjoyed.
The Scott family adopted him from Noah's Hope.
We wrestle a lot.
He's the best dog. Gets along with everybody and everything.
Before he went home, his front leg was amputated due to the exit location of the bullet and spent time recovering.
He was nervous, you could tell. He still doesn't really like the hardwood floors too much in our house. It didn't take him long and he fit right in with the other dogs.
He's not letting being down a leg stop him from living a good life.
We get home from work and we're just sitting there relaxing. He'll come up and he'll put his head right on your lap and he just wants to be loved. That's my favorite part about him.
Cherokee County Suicide Prevention Coalition used Baxter's story to spread a message of hope during the rodeo parade.
Just to show that it's never to never give up and to always keep trying.
During my visit to Cherokee, there was no bark from Baxter, just a lot of smiles and belly rubs.
Are you happy?
In Cherokee, Iowa, Taylor Deckard, KTIV News 4.
Noah's Hope Animal Rescue is looking for foster homes and permanent homes for animals that they come into contact with, like Baxter. Now, to read more about the mission on rescuing animals in the Siouxland area, you can go to the story at ktiv.com.